Taking it to the streets, taking it to the... Hi. Guess what? I've put some stuff on here just for you. Hold on, I just realized it might be dragging off this side just a bit. There we go, that's better. Hi, MoJo here. How you doing? It's been a little while since I've come to see you here on YouTube, and I'm going to be spreading this all over the place because today's show is all about taking it to the streets. Me and you, baby. So let's start with a good news card. That's not necessarily what MoJo My Life is all about. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. But this is just something that I really love to do. As you may know, I am MoJo Medium, aka Susan Morrow Johnson, and you'll find me on the web at mojomedium.com or even at mojomylife.com, right? So, as a psychic medium, years ago, I was spiritually guided to create a deck of cards that would be oracle cards or angel cards, not tarot cards, but cards that would be good news only, that they could not possibly be interpreted ever as like a warning or bad news or a prediction of something that was less than pleasant. So every card in this deck foretells good news for you. And I was divinely inspired to create them because I had heard one too many client ask me, what bad thing do I need to look forward to or look out for, really? What do I need to be prepared for? What do I need to be worried about? Is there anything bad going to happen? And I'm like, oh my gosh. I heard it too many times, and I would always say, no. First of all, whether they were a paying client or just somebody I met, I would say, first of all, if you look for bad news, you're going to find bad news. And if you look for good, guess what you'll find? If you've ever been through a depression, which a lot of us have, and you may be like me, I've had a number of them, and I now will probably be on antidepressants for the rest of my life, or until medical science comes up with a permanent treatment for it, because I would much rather feel like me than feel like dying, right? So if you've had depression, you know what I'm talking about. And so when you are in a depression, when you are depressed, you can think of all kinds of things to be unhappy about, right? And so then that's why they call it a downward spiral, because you just it sucks you in, so you can go, oh, well, I need to lose some weight, and I don't have a job. You could find, or like the newspaper was wet. This morning it was raining and the newspaper got wet. I don't know if you remember newspapers, but they were actually papers that had printed news words, like you get on the internet, but it was thrown on your front porch back in the olden days. Anyway, so if you look for the bad, you can find the bad. You can look for things to be unhappy about, and you will find them. And you can feel unhappy, and you can wallow in your misery if you want to. But when you look for the good things, and you notice the beauty in things, and you notice the kindness in people, and you notice love around you, and you notice happy things happening to you and people around you, then you find more of those things. And the real object of these is for you to learn how to look for the good regularly and naturally, because our brains are designed to look for danger. And so that means that it's real easy to think negative thoughts. And one of the things we do in MoJo My Life, hint, hint, is to work on developing positive thoughts and edging out the negative thoughts. It's a pretty cool deal. So what is MoJo My Life? Okay, let me give you a good news only card and then I'll tell you, okay? So this card is good for you whenever you may see this. For the next few days to a week, this is something you can look forward to, okay? So as you're looking forward to this particular thing, you are flexing and strengthening that look for the good muscle, all right? Okay, okay. Card really jumped out this time. Ooh, Hugs and cuddles. That's so nice. Hugs and cuddles, right? So, okay, you can get a deck of these for yourself. You can put them next to your bed, on the on the counter next to your toothbrush, on the desk at work, wherever you want to. And when you think about it, or every day, you can cut the deck and pull a card and see what you've got to look forward to that day. So, all the cards are really simple like this. Just one or two or three words on each one. So you can always interpret them yourself as exactly what's on the card. Okay, hugs and cuddles. Ooh, I get to look forward to hugs and cuddles. That's great. And if you think you don't like hugs and cuddles, think again. You might find that it's very pleasant if you get to hug and cuddle with somebody. So anyway, when I draw a card for you, I try to give you an interpretation of it for you. And when you use them yourself, if you want to get them, you can go to MoJoMyLife.com or MoJoMedium.com, and you can get yourself a deck of Good News Only cards. And it is a good way, any angel cards are a good way to help you start communing with Spirit and your inner wisdom, your inner guidance, okay? All right, so hugs and cuddles. The very first thing that came to me when I saw this card was, well, first of all, I have to admit I was a little bit disappointed just now when I saw this. Not because I don't like hugs and cuddles, but because I was like, how about we get the money card or the, gift card and things like that. So anyway, hugs and cuddles. The first thing that came to me besides disappointment for myself is that it has to do with an animal, a pet. And so if you have a pet, you can look forward to more hugs and cuddles. And if that is the norm for you, if you come home every day and you snuggle up with your cat or your dog or your ferret or your mouse, then appreciate it, notice it, enjoy it. Be particularly grateful for that, okay? And if you don't have a pet, you may get to cuddle and hug somebody else's pet, so you can look forward to that. And finally, if you do have a pet and you don't normally hug and cuddle, then that's what you got going on, okay? So the main thing that I'm interpreting for you is that it has to do with an animal or animals instead of a human, okay? All right, cool. I'd like to hug and cuddle with an elephant, but not like with it sitting in my lap. But yeah, I would like to snuggle up to an elephant. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay. All right, taking it to the streets. Right. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about what it means to you to mojo your life. Okay? And I'm going to tell you what I mean by it, and then you can tell me what it means to you. Okay? First of all, your first month is free. When you sign up, yes, and this is MoJo. This is me. Okay, and then up here I have one of my little quotes, one of my little pithy quotes that I really like. And this was something that I came up with. It's not a quote from another person, and when it is, I'll let you know. So it says, every talent fulfilled and used in service to others blesses both the server and the served. And I cannot tell you how long it took me to memorize that without looking at it, I mean, it really took me a ridiculous amount of time to memorize it. A friend of mine even emblazoned it on a travel thermal mug for me, which I love, which is awesome. Thank you, Donna. Shout out. So it is, again, every talent fulfilled and used in service to others blesses both the server and the served. And that's the essence of MoJo My Life. That's the MoJo in MoJo My Life. Because the word MoJo is not only a riff on my name, Morrow Johnson. It also means essence, and it can mean luck. And thanks to Austin Powers, it can mean sex appeal. So what I use it for, besides a nickname, is to say your mojo is your essence. It's the gifts that you've been given. And I can help you figure out what those are and how to use them in service to others. Now you may be thinking, well, I do want to help people, but I don't just want to serve people. Right, okay. There's a difference between service and servitude, okay? I'm not going to show you how to become a servant, okay, except in terms of helping someone because you want to. Now then, if we all used the gifts that we have been given in service to others, there would be perfect balance because we would be happy and others would be served. If everybody did it, there'd be perfect balance. So I'm a teacher and a coach and a psychic. I'm a writer. I'm an actor. What else do I do? What else have I got talent for? I'm kind of a singer, but I don't think I can serve anybody with my singing. I'm really good at harmonizing, though. So if you need a backup singer for karaoke night, you know who to call. Okay, so whatever your mojo is, whatever your gifts are that you enjoy using, and that's a whole nother story, when you use them in service to others, you feel good. You feel really good. And keep in mind, just went through this with my daughter the other evening, keep in mind that when something comes easily to you, it doesn't necessarily come easily to everyone. As I mentioned, I'm a writer and I'm an amateur linguist. I have a real knack for language and not just English. I don't have a real strong knack for Oriental languages, and I think you can say Oriental when it's not describing people. But for the Middle East and Far Eastern, no, I have to just say the Far Eastern languages, including the Indian dialects, because I think I could learn Arabic. But the overall ability to work with language, to communicate, to put words together, to speak to people in the way that they understand, that is a gift I use every day in my work. So that I know doesn't come easily to everyone. I know because I read what people write on the internet and I listen to people talk, and people don't understand grammar and English and spelling and sentence structure the way that I do. And most people most people in America don't speak more than one language. That is a definite advantage that Europeans and other people around the world have over Americans. Most of us don't speak more than English. I speak some Spanish, some French, and I can at least come up with a few words in German and a little bit of Italian. Fettuccine Alfredo, right? All right, so back to you. When you use your gifts in service to others, you and the person you serve are both blessed by that. So I don't mean that in a religious way. I mean in a way of feeling like, wow, I got to do something for somebody, and I wasn't even aware that what I have could be helpful. Most of us go around every day going, yeah, I'm nothing special, And so in MoJo My Life, I help you figure out what's special, because we all have something. What is that song? That's a song about that. Every Girl is a Something Girl by Joe Jackson? I have to check that out. I'm also very big into music. Okay, now then, let's see if I can. I don't know how long I've been running, so it's probably too long. Okay, so MoJo My Life, like I said, is how I help you mojo your life. When you bring out your gifts, you use them in service to others, you have fun with them, you do what you came here to do, you fulfill your destiny. And that's what you're here to do. Okay, so mojoing your life is essentially fulfilling your destiny. And everything that goes into doing that, that's what I do. I coach you to do that. And I'm presenting MoJo My Life in a group. So we do group coaching. Now, back to taking it to the streets, that's what I want you to do. I want you to think about what you really want in your life, what you want to do, what you want to achieve, what you want to accomplish, what you want to acquire, what things do you want, what relationships do you want, what experiences do you want. All of that is in MoJo My Life. And I have a lot of other stuff that I can do with you, but I want you to focus on that right now. I want to keep it simple and not muddy the waters, okay? The taking it to the streets part is after you think about what you really want, and you can put it in the comments, then I want you to take this to somebody else. Tell at least one friend, hey, you know what, the crazy psychic lady over there, she's doing this pretty cool deal where she's going to work with us in a group, in a community, so that we can learn how to fulfill our destiny and be happy because of it. And we can get what we want, use our gifts in service to others, and bring out our mojo. So you find your mojo and you love your life. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for, taking it to the streets, oh yeah. Okay, I'm going to sign off until next time. Lordy mercy. I'm looking at this screen. I'm like, I'm trying to see how long I've been on. I think I've been on too long. Okay, so it's time to sign out and say goodbye. MoJo out.